Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. So many of you beautiful people already here. Let's go ahead and jump into it and get started. We got an exciting guest today. So let's do this. So, first tonight was Dang Old Matt. Congratulations, brother Dang Old Matt, for being first. And has the countdown started? Not technically. No, my bad. I left y'all waiting for a little bit, but it was well worth the wait because we're about to get started. So, let's say what's up to all the channel members. We got Kurt 24, of course. We know who was really first. Kurt is always lurking up in here. Kurt 24, channel member. We got Blue Curtain Burner. What's up, brother? Channel member. Great to see you. We got Toy Town Inc. What's up, fam? Another channel member. Good to see you. Hold on, my bad. I gotta make sure I don't spill my juice. All right. There's nothing less manly than being like, I just have to make sure my juice is okay. My juice doesn't spill. All right, my bad. My bad. All right, we back. Okay, so we got Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Key ASC, great to see you. Another channel member. Mike McClune, my guy. What's good? Good to see you. Another channel member. Let's see. Key ASC. Hey, Rusty Shackelford, brother. Great to see you. Another channel member. Mark Tucker, Mopka. Great to see you. Another channel member. Let's see. Rusty and Kurt. Who else we got? Moose 47. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. And I don't know what it is. YouTube keeps hitting me. They keep nailing every single stream that I've done for the past like 3 weeks. Every single one taken down. Not green. I don't even want to say the term because y'all know. You know what they do. You know the kind of technology they got out here. The AI is not playing, and the AI does not FUX with DLD After Dark. All right, Mark Tucker. Z, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. Let's see. Kurt 24, Z, Mark Tucker, Z, who else? Montana, my guy. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. Silverback, what's up, man? Good to see you. Another channel member. 717 Rider, my guy. What's up, brother? Another channel member. And let's see. Ron Bayer. Dang, he didn't even hit the tuck firance. He flipped it. He inverted it. Ron Bayer, another channel member. Great to see you. Tech Money, my guy. What's up, fam? Another channel member. Let's see. Silverback, Kurt, Shauna. What's up, Shauna? Another channel member. Also, Shauna is killing it. Kurt, Shauna, Jason, they're all like the unofficial mods of the channel. I mean, they are mods, but they're killing it. They're like throwing out the guest link. They're throwing. I mean, y'all are doing it way better than I am. Here, let me adjust this right quick. Hold up. There we go. Scusi. Okay, so let's jump back into it. Let's see who else we got. Mike McClune, Rusty Shackelford with the member chat already. Let's see. Please make sure to hit that like button, folks. Dang, he used his member chat to tell y'all to like my man. That's crazy. Look at that. This is a true community we have here, y'all. I love it. Let's see. Z, Kurt24, Mike McClune, Gort. What's up, brother Gort? Great to see you. Another channel member. Risky, my guy. If y'all don't subscribe to Risky Krisky, he is on some beautiful ish on his channel, and y'all need to show him some love, man. If you didn't hear his most recent rant, you're tripping. Go watch it. In times like this, we need people like Risky Krisky. Let's see, Kurt 24, Agorizer, my guy. Great to see you. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. And show some love to Risky Krisky in chat too. Appreciate you being here, brother. Let's see, Shauna. My bad, I had to move. There we go. I had to move the computadora. Okay, we got Shauna, Z. Let's see, too many choices, brother. What's up, man? Good to see you. Another channel member. Not my name. Another channel member. Great to see you. King Henry. Look at this. Member for 10 months. Hello, everyone. Appreciate that. That's a very polite hello. DLD after Ambien because people like to troll, but I love y'all. Y'all know that. You sleepy alter ego. Your sleepy alter ego is here. I know. Although I've never taken Ambien and fallen asleep. Jason, great to see you, bro. Great to see you. Another channel member. Let's see. We got too many choices. Tech money, Kurt 25. And look at this. Kurt, drop in Risky Krisky's link. Look at this. See, y'all work together so beautifully. I love it. Z and Senor Marconi. Great to see you. And of course, we got the honorable mentions up in here. We got Damian Christ. What's up, fam? Good to see you. We got Dude Knowledge Garage from the Tactical Turkeys himself. What? Crazy. Safety Harbor Firearms up in here as well. And if y'all don't know, you need to go and check out Safety Harbor and also a certain.com, which is Sten Parts. Okay. He's the man for the stuff and the things. Emmy, what's up, bro? Great to see you. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. M. Gabriel, my guy. Great to see all y'all. Fire Rider, all my people up in here. I can't go all the way back because we got a guest waiting, so we're about to jump into it. Got a cheese, got a cheese. What's popping? Good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So you guys know I've been putting in a lot of very hard work into initially it was getting a sub 2-second draw to first shot from concealment. And then it was like, all right, I'm in like the 1/8, and I need to get into a sub 1.5-second draw to first shot. And then when the, overt rig comes out, I need to be sub second all the time. And then it was like, I need to get sub second from hostage. Okay. So, like, I've been working specifically on things like that. And you cannot go anywhere on the internet without seeing a man by the name of Lethal Luke. Okay. Now, hey, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Armitage, what's up? Both y'all channel members. Appreciate you guys. Uh, as you go around on YouTube looking around for ways to improve, you're gonna see this dude, Lethal Luke. He has an awesome channel on YouTube, and this dude is pulling sub 1 second from inside the waistband, all right, from concealment while I'm doing that from my Safari Land rig. So we can all learn from each other. We can all get better from each other. So now we're going to go ahead and bring on Lethal Luke, and we're going to have a little chat about everything EDC, kit, gear, what you're using, all that shit. While Weasel with the super chat, guess who got the last 4,000 rounds of M855 in North Cali? I believe it, bro. I believe it. And yo, great to see you, man. Wild Weasel, my man. I was buying ammo. This is the third shipment of ammo this week, and I'll be real, it was going out of stock while I was ordering it, and this is the third shipment that I've yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Wild Weasel, I appreciate you, and you've earned that last 4,000 rounds of green tip in Cali. Joe Morris, my guy, great to see you. All y'all Ryo Tactic, what up? All right, so let's go ahead and bring him on. So the man, the myth, the legend, Lethal Luke himself.
What's up, man? Thank you for the intro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure. I appreciate you coming
And
on and hanging out.
Kurt, I already see you sharing the link in the chat, so thank you
Yep.
to Kurt24. I appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, man, he is on point. So Kurt, Shauna, Jason, these guys just like always when a guest comes on, they'll go out, they'll grab your stuff, they'll share it. Sometimes we even share the wrong shit, but today he's on it. So appreciate you, Kurt. So for those that don't know you, if you could take a minute just to introduce yourself, let them know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
All right, so Lethal Luke on YouTube, of course. You can find me on Instagram at Lethal Luke with two E's after Luke. There was a SoundCloud rapper that got Lethal Luke, just Lethal Luke, and so he took it first. It kind of sucks because it's like 10 years old, but I couldn't get the OG just Lethal Luke name tag on
Bastard.
anything. Right. I couldn't get TikTok. I mean, I got banned after like 3 videos or something like that. So Instagram and YouTube's the only thing you can find me on. I
Damn.
got a Facebook started up soon just for another way to kind of interact with people, but I just kind of been lazy. Is the only excuse for not putting that up yet.
That's
Um,
all good.
but so really, I started my channel actually doing P80 builds.
Hmm.
Um, and from there, I finally got monetized. Like my first 3 videos blew up. I want to say my fourth or fifth video hit a hundred. Well, actually, it didn't hit 100,000, but it was about to. I was getting super excited. Uh, Joe Byron banned the P80s with the ATF and them, and so I started getting strikes on YouTube for doing videos about it, and I was also being stupid and posting not posting but saying the website you could go to
Hmm.
like get some of the upgrades. So when it started kind of getting difficult for me to do that, I also already had an interest and was shooting a lot and doing self-defense shooting and whatnot. So
Hmm.
I went ahead and did like a full switch over to self-defense shooting. and it was hard because I had a whole fan base around just building guns, building P80s, and just I mean I
Mhm.
was doing stuff with my collection anyways, but it was a lot of my people were from P80 stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
so it was hard to kind of switch over. I still aren't even getting views like I was at first, but
Did are people like, are the people that were, there from your original content, do they ever pop back on and be like, "Man, you sold out, man. You sold," or some shit
dude,
like that?
yes, I definitely get a couple haters every now and then, or just like I would I call them haters just because if it was like, man, what happened to the P80 content and this and that, that's understandable. But it'll be
Yeah,
people like, man, what you're doing now sucks. You need to go back to what you was doing, and just that's what I get, every blue moon,
yeah.
every month or so.
Yeah. Uh, First, I'll say, I feel you. I get some hate too, when your channel kind of shifts a little bit. But you know what? The people that like seriously rock with you and are here to support, they'll stick there with you. And you've been doing this now for what, a year, less than a year?
Yeah, it's been about so I started like 2 or 3 months after I bought my first gun, and that was my first son was born, so it's really easy to kind of keep track of how long I've been doing it. So about 16 months is when I started everything. Got my first gun and started my YouTube channel right around the same time.
Okay, all right. And when did you shift over to more of like the self defense EDC kind of videos?
I would say it was a soft transition about 3, maybe 4 months in, and then a hard transition right at about 6 months where I didn't do anything like that. And that was also it started being a soft transition anyways because I started shooting so much and really enjoying it, like trying to get better and
Mhm.
trying to like push myself that I was already gonna start doing videos of both. And then I kind of just eventually completely switched about 6 months in, and honestly, it's better. In my opinion, it's just
Mhm.
kind of what I like doing more now because now I'm into competition shooting, and that's really all I do is just try to better myself at any type of shooting
Yeah, yeah,
that there is.
and
So it's just
actually,
easier on me.
I wanna get into that too because it's kinda what you're doing is kinda unique, and you're already moving up in the ranks pretty quickly with, your competition shooting. Damian Christ asked a question. He says, "Are you 3D printing now, Luke?"
I am not. That was definitely the first big thing that people were wanting me to do after I started doing my switch was
Mhm,
P80s are banned, so why not go ahead and get into 3D printing?
mhm,
And it was a mix of I was ignorant to it, like I didn't have the knowledge behind it, and also like I didn't have the money to get started.
mhm.
And also I didn't really have the interest. Like I said, I kind of on my own switched to just trying to get better as a shooter. And so I kind of just it helped not, wanting to spend the money to get into it. I'm not opposed to it, but that's why I just kind of never started doing that.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it's one of the things with YouTube specifically, any kind of building or like, and y'all know my stance on it. Like I've always said that I believe every single person has the right, the natural right given to them by God for self-preservation, which means they should be able to build modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach, carte blanche, not just in the US. I mean, if you were born, then boom, like you got that natural right for self-preservation, right? And at the same
Right.
time, YouTube does not have these same fundamental beliefs as us, right? So we could want look, I started doing P80 stuff. I started doing builds. I started doing more prepper focused stuff. And we do still focus on preparation and building and parts and things like that, but we can't do it in the same way. So typically we're doing like long form, like conversations over this kind of stuff. But whether you're doing polymer 80 stuff, 3D printing, or anything like that, they're going to hit you. They're going to hit your
Hmm.
channel. And even having conversations about like, okay, if we're going to talk about preparedness, then we're also talking about like shady shit the government does and all this,
Right.
and then YouTube ends up hitting us anyway. So there's no way around it, y'all. We are the bad guys. Ed Zachary says, Lethal Luke in the dark, after dark. There you go. But yeah, it's I think what you did is a good transition, and it kind of gave you, like, when, from my perspective, when I came to your channel, right, and just took a look at it from, like, shorts and videos from now to when you started, like, going back over them, it looks like a totally normal, reasonable transition. And a lot of people that are into polymer 80 Glocks, they're also really into shooting anything from P80s
Right.
to ARs to factory Glocks. So I think it's kind of normal.
Right, right. And man, I could get into we could go all day. I think anybody that does YouTube from a gun perspective, any type of 2A to even tobacco can really go on all night about the stupid rules and
Yeah.
the guidelines and stuff that they have. Like you can, you got streamers making all this money and having all these followers with like video games killing people, which I'm not against at all
Mhm.
whatsoever. But us just posting anything about a gun and it's already getting demonetized, or you gotta send it in for review. It just
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It does not make sense. But I will tell you though, 3D printing is extremely based, and whenever the time comes that you want to get into it, you're gonna be happy that you did. It's more freeing and more fun, and for you to make a computer shit out gun frames, it is like it is magic. And I got a new frame. Actually, I was invited into a beta of a new frame that I forgot that I can't even talk about yet. So soon I'll be talking about a new frame that came out that is um, pretty epic, pretty dope. So keep an eye out on that. But so looking at most of the time, like what you're rocking. Oh yeah, and you're into sticks too. You're into cigars and shit like that. You flipped me a cigar when we met at IV 8888, which I was very grateful for that. And I can tell you're lighting up one now. Let's see. Gutter Cheese says 3D printing is indeed the basest of based, 100%. So what are you chiefing on now?
This is the Liga provided T52. Anybody who likes Drew Estate is definitely in love with the Liga series. And man, I'm huge into cigars. I work at a cigar shop. That's my main income source. And so anytime I talk cigars with people, it's just, I mean, it's just like talking guns. It's just fun to talk about. And it's crazy because when I met you at IV88 Shoewood, also, yeah, I'm glad that we met. I think you've been super cool, and I had fun talking to you.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Appreciate that.
I
Same.
gave away fucking 20 something cigars.
Yeah.
Everyone that I didn't smoke, I gave away just talking with people. They see me smoking. We started talking, asked what I'm smoking. I'm like, here, man, you
Mhm.
want to try one? Just gave it out. I definitely wasn't prepared to do that, but I gave
Yeah.
pretty much all of mine away.
Dude, you're definitely that guy, and I appreciate that. And for anyone that wants to know, if you want to send Lethal Luke some cigars, he likes what is it, box press? Is that
Box press for sure.
box press? Yeah. When I was looking at it, he had like his whole shit set up. Like he had, cutters, lighters. I guess when you smoke cigars like that, you got to, right? And he busts out this whole pack, and these cigars are all like square shape. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that? You
Right.
know? And he kind of schooled me on the whole like box press thing and all that. So um
Yeah, I mean, just to drop some free cigar knowledge for anybody who's into it, um, box press cigars. So my top three cigars are Padron 64, the Oliva Milanio, and then the Plasencia Amoforte. So anybody who smoked those cigars, I'm sure they're in your top. If they're in your top three or not, they got to be in your top 10. They're just great cigars. But box press, to get the shape that they have to put less filler in them. So they normally take about one leaf out of the filler, and that completely changes the whole blend of the tobacco, just that one leaf. And so you get more wrapper
wow.
flavor, you get perfect draw, you get perfect burns. Not 100% of the time, of course, but definitely in your better brands, it's 9 times out of 10 you're going to get just a great built cigar. So box press, it's just the way to go. And like the one I'm smoking now is not box press, and I'm not against just traditional uh,
Yeah.
shaped cigars, but Fox Press is the way to go for me if I had the choice. That's what I'm
Yeah.
getting.
Dude, the one you gave me was good. It was good as hell, and I had at that point had not so, guys, this was at IV88, which was a few weeks ago now, and I guess at the beginning of October, right? And,
Yep.
at that point, I hadn't had a cigar in months and months. I don't smoke them like that on the regular, but, that cigar was good, and it also made for good content because I got videos of me shooting, like, the 50 and a machine gun with a cigar in my mouth, and the one video, I had, like, a bunch of, ash on the cigar, right? And then I go up and I shoot the 50 and it's like, boom! I mean, you see the shockwave, and then I look up, take the cigar out, and, like, all the ash is gone from it. That shit was hilarious, bro.
It
But
definitely makes you look cool when you shoot any gun with a cigar.
of course, it's like it's like a cool prop, you know? Damn, it looks like we got a lot of, cigar smokers out here
I
too.
see Constitutional Carpenter, Perdomo. That's a good brand at the shop I work at. We sell a lot of those. The Champagne and the Lot 23. There's some good cigars, and I honestly think they're some of the best branded cigars. If you ever look at just their bands, their boxes, they're all just beautiful.
Blade Boy, what's up, brother? He says, "You got any Romeo Julieta numero dos?"
We do not have we not had those, and I've never tried those before. Romeo, Romeo, and see, everybody's palate is different too. I'm
Mhm.
more of a Nicaraguan tobacco guy. Really, just anything Nicaraguan. I pretty much like the spice that it has. The characteristics is great. So, the Real Reserve Nicaraguan is one of the few Romeos that I can enjoy. And granted, I get free cigars at my job all the time. So if I get a free Romeo, I'll smoke it. But a lot of the ones that they have, the 1872, the regular Romeos, they're just a little too light for me and a little too boring. But again, that's just me. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah. Constitutional Carpenter, what's up, brother? He says, "Yeah, the Champagne Perdomo is a great go-to."
it. It definitely is.
Damn, yeah, you guys, put me on. I just I don't know a whole lot about cigars, so this is all news to me. Appreciate it.
Dude, it's like you get into cigars and you're like, damn, where'd all my ammo money go to? Where'd all my gun money go to? It's such a good pairing too that it sucks. You can't just, get both of them and not hurt your pockets. But
Yeah, it's like the dudes that I see all the time that are like, "Oh, I'm a gun guy, and I ride motorcycles, and I play golf," and I'm like, "Bro, how do you do that?" Like that that's cra they must not have kids like that, you know?
right.
That's
And okay, so funny story. The guy that is on my shooting team, I'm on the Norseman shooting team, and we're located up in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. So if you guys are ever around just the Knoxville, Oak Ridge area, look
Mhm.
up Windrock Shooting Range, and that's the shooting team I'm on. And so the guy on our team that shoots PCC, his name's Tony. He's the current state champion of PCC, and
Dang,
he so like he shoots these big matches, nationals, regionals, all these, level two, three matches. And he is also like, I'll be like, what do you got to do after this? He's like, oh, I'm drag racing. I got a big drag race to go to. And then after that, I'm flying helicopters. And then I got a plane to go fly. And then he's just into all this different shit. And I don't understand. And just if you
dang,
had never met him, and I just tell you, he's a state championship national level shooter. He flies helicopters, planes, and he does drag racing. It's like that. What badass is out here doing all of this stuff. It's
dang.
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's especially like when you got the hookup. I mean, and doing this with like YouTube, you meet all these people that look like Flying Rich got a plane. He's actually been in two plane crashes and shit. So I wouldn't fly with him, right? But these people got planes. They got night vision and all this, and they kind of introduce you to other people and all that. It's crazy. The world that this opens up for you.
Right.
I actually just pulled up your channel, and I think I'll probably be all right if I play like a little short or something. They probably won't give me a copyright strike. But before I do that, you kind of took this what you're doing. Mostly when you carry, you're carrying like an OEM Glock, right?
Internally, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'll change internally is the connector. I'll put a minus connector.
Okay.
Other than that, everything on the I changed a few things on the outside, but I also carry the same thing that I shoot my matches with to keep it consistent. Because what I got into this for is to be better at self-defense shooting. So
Yeah.
whatever I shoot my match with is what I carry every day.
Okay. Okay. And that's kind of dope because that's typically that's like what production or whatever they call it, like is it IDPA production?
So they'll have different different things for either IDPA or USPSA production, or you have SSP, which is stock service pistol. You'll have ESP or CCP, and really, I if I took the red dot off of my gun, I could shoot
Mhm.
ESP or production,
Okay.
but I just carry with the red dot, so I shoot carry optics. And
Damn.
Montana, to answer that, connector just lessens the trigger pull. And so I use the Ghost connector, who I'm also a dealer for. And whenever I finally work out everything with them, I'll be selling their connectors on my website. But they have all of the different options, but I just basically get my trigger pull down to about 3.5, which of course a lot of people don't agree with for a carry gun. But I mean, I have probably about 50,000 rounds through it, and I've got to the point where now, I mean, I just know where my trigger's breaking and where it's not. So
Yeah. Yeah. So to answer your question, Montana, different connector. When you look at a Glock trigger housing, the cruciform, like the elbow in the back of the cruciform, basically bends against a connector, which is kind of an L-shaped piece that you push into the trigger housing, and then there's a little bit of spring tension that kind of comes off of it. So when that cruciform is coming back, it typically the combination of like the shark fin, the plunger, the cruciform, the connector, and everything together on a stock OEM Glock is about 5.5 pounds. But what you can do for just a quick upgrade, you can get like the Ghost connectors he's talking about that he sells on his website. Um, you can take a punch out the connector out of the trigger housing, take a new like a Ghost minus connector, which is like a typically a 3.5 pound connector, push that in, and it's a slightly different angle, and usually it's very highly polished, and it's it is supposed to take it down to close to 3.5 pounds. Usually it'll take it to like 4.5, depending on the what else you got going on in the gun. But it's just a little bit less resistance and a bit of a different angle, so when the cruciform comes back, it's just a little bit of a crispier snap, and just reduces some of the trigger pull weight for you.
and
So
a fun fact, the Glock 34, which of course was meant for the competition pistols, is the only one. He call you a nerd.
yeah, he's like, okay, nerd dark. I love this
That is
shit,
the
bro.
that is the only one that the only Glock like that series, the 34, is the only one that comes with a minus connector from the factory.
Yep, a factory OEM 3.5 pound connector. Now, I don't know if like the striker spring and the plunger spring is also reduced, but those things are buttery smooth, man.
Hmm.
Crazy smooth.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the striker spring is lessened, but just from what I know from Glock, I feel like they did not change it, or
Mhm.
but it definitely feels like there's something else there. Blade
Yeah,
Boy, I shoot minor, and then Damien Christ, I shoot well, I run the Holliston 507 comp.
nice. And I think I saw you had an RMR for a little bit.
Yeah, so one of my friends, I met him at the cigar shop. We've been friends for about a year now. He actually bought me an RMR for my birthday because he knows me, and
Dang.
I'm like, I'm never spending that much on an optic. I'm not. I think that Trigicon, the RMR specifically,
Yeah.
I think that you still are getting. It's not like it's not worth that, but I'm fine with getting the 508T or 507 comp or something like that from Hollison,
Mhm.
and it worked just fine for me.
Dude, if you ever do go grab another optic, the Holosun SCS is next level. It is, in my
It's
opinion,
crazy.
yeah, it's nuts. Obviously, there's no battery, so there's no crazy, you don't have to get suppressor height sights to co-witness or anything like that. It's very low to the gun because there's no additional battery in it, and it is straight. I mean, there is a battery reservoir inside, but there's no need for a, 2032 battery system
Right.
inside. And then, Montana, did you learn that at the ATF at the yeah, you know me, bro. I learned it at Langley, all right? Um, so, actually, he when Lethal Luke was at IV-88, I think that was the first time he saw Gideon optics
Hmm.
when you were there, right? What'd you think of those?
Yeah. I think until I get one in my hands, I think that the idea behind them just coming out with like a cheaper optic that it seems like they're just around being super durable and
Mhm.
carry ready and still affordable at the same time. They all look good to me. The one that they had that's they don't like when you compare it to the SRO, but it's just like a tenth
Yeah,
of an inch shorter or
yeah,
smaller in the window. So, I'm excited to finally get my hands on one and try it out, which should be coming here soon.
nice.
And that SDS actually, the first time I shot it was Big Josh,
Oh,
Black
really?
Diamond Guns and Gear. He got
Yeah.
one, and we were out there shooting one day. He let me try it. It was good.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool, man, and it's solid as hell. I dare I say it, it is damn near as solid as an RMR. And I finally got one of the newer RMRs, the Type 2s, 3.3 and a quarter MOA, and I like it, but window size, clarity of the dot, an emitter and all that. Yeah, it is one of the toughest optics out there, no doubt, no doubt. Like I would bank on an RMR outliving most other optics, but if you're not like beating the dog shit out of your gun every day, a Holosun and most other optics, a Gideon or whatever, is going to serve you just fine,
Right.
And I mean,
And I think most people, or not most people, I think there's a lot of people that argue with me too. But whenever it comes to like, I don't care to have my optic super duty ready. It's not like I'm John Wick out here throwing my gun in sand and I'm falling over in the woods and shit. Like if I drop my gun on concrete, there's every optic that I have is going to be able to withstand that.
yeah,
And that's all I need is if I am using it and I fall over and it hits the ground for me falling or something, that's about the most that I'm gonna ever do, God forbid. But so
yeah,
I'm not really one for like, oh, I gotta have mine to, be drop resistant from on top of a building, and that's just
yeah.
how I am.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. The type of like that dude Sage Dynamics, and I salute the amount of beating the dog shit out of optics that he does because he does it for us so we can, so we don't have to, so we can see what optics survive what. But like I'm never gonna be doing that shit.
Right.
Longevity, is cool, but, I've never broken a Holosun, and, Holosun makes the claim. They say that a 507C, can withstand up to 8,000 Gs of force before it loses 0. Th
Ooh.
I don't even know how to create 8,000 Gs of force without a firearm, you
Right.
know? So, I think we'll be alright. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in. Let's see. Any other questions? Gideon is good, but not competition grade. Still too new. I don't know, man. If you look at some of the torture tests that they've done on those, it's pretty impressive. Like what they've done. So check them out. See what your thoughts are, especially for like most of the shit. If you use code dark, if I got in the description, I got a link and a code and all that. Um, it's like 199 for a pistol optic that a lot of people are using for carry use out there. And there's even some I looked up some videos. There are actually like law enforcement like agents, officers out there that are using the Gideon optics like for duty use. And I'm like, damn, like one of them was trying to get it to fit in his Safari Land holster. It wouldn't fit, but that's another story. I already talked to Bob about that. I was like, you need to make that battery door smaller, dog. But anyway, shout out to them. They're doing some good work.
Yep.
So what is your EDC nowadays?
So I just recently changed. I carried it for the first time, I want to say about a month ago. And so I switched to the Glock 47. And
Okay,
before
all
that,
right.
I was carrying the 19 for pretty much the whole time that I've been carrying a gun.
It was a 19 Gen 5?
It was the Gen 5. I had a
Okay,
507C on it, Apex trigger with the minus connector,
nice.
TLR1HL. The
Mhm,
slide was cut from Jaegerworks, which all I got was deepened slide serrations on the front that went all the way around the top.
mhm.
And then I got a Zev Magwell, and that was it. And that thing just worked great for me. I won my first probably 20 matches with it. I carried
Damn.
it all. Pretty much all of my videos are with that gun, so I love that gun. And I definitely put a lot through it. So I wanted to switch to the 47 because I like the idea behind it. I know I can carry something bigger just because I'm a bigger dude,
Mhm.
and the 47's been great to me. It's been absolutely great.
What made you wanna swap over to the 47?
So the main thing was when you get into that random mood, you're like, man, I just want a new gun. Like I just
Yeah,
want something new when you start looking.
I'm familiar.
So I think everybody in here probably is.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm a huge freak for John Wick. That's why I title some of my videos off of it. Not only for clickbait to get a couple extra views, but I just love John Wick. Like I was
Yeah.
out before it released. I came into my job. I was like 25 days till it comes out. Like the shit was Christmas. Uh,
Damn.
but I'm a huge fan of John Wick, so I was really wanting to get the Combat Master 34, and I was like, that's great for competition use anyways.
Mhm,
But the cost and the turnaround time was just too long. I'm too impatient,
mhm.
and I don't have the money for it.
Oh, I mean, it's
Um,
what, like, over 3 stacks for that thing?
oh, dude, yes. And then if you want to get it done to your gun, it's still 15 to 18, and you got to wait 52 weeks minimum. So
God
I'm just
damn.
wasn't doing that. So I started looking, and it was around the time the 47 just came out. I think I got it a month after it came out. I love
Mhm,
the idea behind it. Originally, I got it to make a 19 long. I still wanted to carry my 19, just have a longer slide and barrel.
mhm,
And when I got it, I was like, I like the extra grip length
mhm,
that I have with it, and it shot well. Just being able to change the slide out if I wanted to,
mhm.
just everything sounded like a good idea. So I ended up just sticking with it. And actually, before I started carrying it, I put about 10,000 rounds through it, of course, as you should. Um, but I want to say I've shot close to like 17, 18 matches with it, and I've
Damn.
won every match but two since I've had that gun.
Dang. So hold on, let
And
me back up a little bit. You said you put 10,000 rounds through it before you decided to carry it?
yes, and I wish I had both of them on me right now. My 19,
Damn.
I left it at the house, but first of all, little Josh from Black Diamond Guns and Gear did the stippling and the undercut on it. So shout out to him.
Nice.
He did it for free, hooked me up. But
Hell yeah.
so I originally had the slide on my 19 had the slide and the double undercut from Jaegerworks,
Mhm.
which before I get off too far, I got that gun on arms list. It came with the slide cut, the double undercut, a 507C, a TLR1, and the Apex trigger for $600.
Dang.
Um, I was like, this shit is stolen or it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'll just take the slide.
So I took the risk. I ended up getting lucky, just found a great deal. Dude just wanted money for his boat. It was some big country dude that sold it to me,
Yeah.
and so I ended up getting lucky. So, anyways, the 47, if you put them side by side, I got Josh to match the undercut like
Mhm.
almost perfectly. The stippling was the same on both of them, and so I
Nice.
also have the Apex trigger in the 47. They are
Mhm.
literally the same gun, but the 47 is just bigger.
Yeah, yeah. Just a half an inch more on the muzzle, basically,
Right.
right?
And to have consistency, so it was literally just it was so smooth switching, but I still wanted to have the efficiency behind carrying it. So
Yeah.
I did a review on it, and the day I did the review on it, I shot about 1,000 rounds, just trying to get some cool footage,
Mhm.
and I just kept shooting it at matches and training from there on out. And I never shot my 19. I think since I got the 47, I hadn't put a live round through my 19 uh, since like I dry
Damn.
fired with it because that's what I was still carrying. So I still dry fired with it to be familiar, but
Mhm.
I just did like a complete switch to the 47 to make sure I was, still had the same skill level before I trusted my life with it.
Damn, that's what's up, man. And most people they'll have like minimums, right? Now, I'm personally, I have a minimum. Like if I'm doing a build or if I get a new gun, I mean, I'll be real. Most Glocks, if it is a factory OEM Glock, I'll look at that thing and be like, I could just put it in my waistband and trust it. But I gotta put some rounds through it too, right? But the absolute minimum that before I will carry it and trust, trust it to potentially preserve innocent life is 500 rounds with 0 malfunctions. And 10,000 is a whole new threshold that, like, most people, couldn't imagine putting 10K rounds through their guns, so that's what's up.
And a lot of that is thanks to my team, the owner of the team,
Mhm.
and Lone Mountain Ammunition. They're a local ammo company, so I couldn't afford to put 10,000 rounds through it that fast, but he definitely helped out a lot,
Damn,
and so did they with supplying some of the ammo for me to do that.
that's what's up. I need to holler at them.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
What
They made me some custom 150 grain 9 mil for my competitions.
Nice.
And me personally, first of all, 147 grain just feels better in the
Mhm.
hand. I think most people wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah,
It shoots harder, but it just feels flatter. It's
yeah.
less felt recoil. So I feel like a snappier round, not only again to keep it consistent with what I carry,
Mhm.
plus P's, but also when you see a lot of competition shooters, they're at the minimum power factor, and I think a lot of that is just like to it's a game. Shooting competition is a game, and so they want to
Yeah.
be able to get that first shot and then not necessarily point shoot, but just know that the recoil is not enough to kind of move their gun all the way.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of the opposite. I want the red dot to snap back faster so that I can confirm that second shot and know that I'm getting a good one.
Mm.
So I'm kind of the opposite.
Okay. So, if looking back at it, right, when you first started getting into this, you kinda jumped in quickly to, grabbing a gun, EDC in it, to getting into competitions. You kinda jumped in head first. When did you start competing, and what kinda, like, provoked that?
So I started competing about 8 months after I bought my first gun, and I only started taking shooting seriously like about 4 months after I bought my first gun. Like my first gun was a
Mhm.
shitty shotgun. It's like a Charles Daly bullpup semi-auto shotgun. I just went there
Oh,
and bought something
okay.
cool.
Okay, then
It was
hold on. Let
terrible.
me so I assumed your first gun was the Glock. So you actually bought a Charles Daly shotgun first?
Yes, I put a one of those True Glow red dots on it. I had an extended mag.
Wow. Damn.
I deleted all the pictures out of my phone. I wanted no evidence of that. All right, no evidence that I had that whatsoever.
Now hold on, was this like the AR style shotgun or was this like a pump shotgun?
It was like an AR style semi-auto, and the person I sold it to, when I went to meet him, he thought it was still AR, even though in the description it said 12 gauge.
Damn.
And he still bought it.
I
But I'm
I'll
so glad I found
I'll
somebody
be
to.
honest. I do have a kit chilling here, sitting here. It's been doing nothing for like a year. It is the entire Charles Daly 410 AR. And I've never put it together. All I need to do is slap a lower on there, and it's good, but I just cannot bring myself to actually do it because I got it for, like, literally almost free in a trade. But sorry, so I had to ask about that because I was like, hold up, I thought the Glock was the first one." So, okay, my bad. Go ahead, keep going about, when you got into competition.
Okay, so yeah, I started taking it seriously because I was like, I'm out here going to the range, just kind of wasting ammo. I was spending like $1,000. This was back when I was making better money and didn't have bills and whatnot. I was spending like $1,000 a week on new guns and ammo, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to kind of start taking it seriously because even just playing around, the dude that worked at my range was like, you're pretty decent for somebody who is new to this. And I found Modern Samurai on YouTube. If you haven't seen him, check him out. He's awesome. And I just started doing his drills and started wanting to get better. I started dry firing 30 minutes a day, then that went to like an hour, then an hour and a half. And it just kind of turned into like an addiction of just like wanting to be better.
Mhm.
And I would challenge myself. I would just go to this range that was near me, and I'd be like, who is like the best shooter that you've seen come through here? Like military, police, somebody who works here, who's the best shooter?
Mhm.
And I would just like either challenge them or I would show them me shooting. Like I would just put a target up and then I would shoot and I'd be like, well, am I in your top three now? And if they
Mhm.
said no, it pissed me off. And so I'd train and then I'd come back and do that. And finally, it was Eric, my team leader, and he was like, have you ever thought about getting into the competition shooting as good as you are with self-defense stuff? And I hadn't thought about it at all, but that kind of just started piquing my interest. And from there, it's history. I just, same addiction of just going there trying to be better. My first match, it was a small local match, of course, but I was
Mhm.
nervous. It was raining. I went out there and I'm just like smoking everybody. And it was a bug match. Thank you, too many choices.
He is. I'm gonna pull up some videos shortly, but yes, if you've seen his videos, it's nuts. It's nuts. It is so some people out there, we got like, 54 people out here right now. You guys maybe sleeping on him. Absorb knowledge from this man, okay? Because he's a hell of a shooter. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
First match, I'm nervous. It's a bug match, so it's like kind of self defense, uh, almost self defense shooting, more like real life scenario, but still with the competition aspect to it. So
Mhm.
I kind of got lucky with that, but I went out there and I'm just blowing away everybody. The last stage, I know I'm up. I'm kind of being cocky, and there's 5 targets out there, and all you got to do is put one shot in each A zone of the 5 targets.
Mhm.
And coming up out of the holster, I shot before I had my gun at full extension and missed completely. And
Oh,
if
shit.
anybody's done competition shooting, a miss is 5 points for IDPA and even
Yeah.
USPSA, and misses you don't get any points at all.
Not to mention the
And
time it takes from you.
right, so that 5 points that it added on to my time was was what made me lose. I lost by like 4.2 seconds. So my
Damn.
first match ever, I was that close to winning and just kind of blew it myself, and I was so mad at myself. Uh, but that really made me want to do it even more. So I kept
Yeah.
going out there month after month till I just started winning consistently.
I'm sensing that you have a little bit of a, competitive spirit, I guess.
Oh, dude, like anything as far as like last week, you remember Bill Drat Militaria, the
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
with the
yeah,
gray beard that I was with?
yeah,
So he works with me, and he was at the IV-88 shoot too. For those of you that
yeah.
might not have ever seen him, but we were at work the other day, and I'm just like, I bet I can chug a water faster than you. And so we like bet $1, like just anything competition wise. I'm just
Yeah,
all for it.
that's funny. Yeah, I could tell, man, you definitely got that spirit, which it's good though, that's something that you don't typically see, especially in, like, younger men because most younger, like, kids, they don't care, don't care about anything. So the fact that you take it on like that and you're placing up, like, very high so talk about, where you're placing right now in, IDPA and the competitions you've been doing.
Okay, so I mainly do RDPA, which I finally got a double alpha rig in last month. Shout out to my girlfriend; she bought that for me. Um,
Nice.
so a transition to USPSA would definitely be coming soon. It's a faster sport. There's more competition for sure, and there's more money in it. So that I eventually will be doing USPSA, and I have done it before. But so as far as IDPA, my most recent bragging right, which just happened this last weekend, I've told everybody. and
Nice.
and the dude that I'm about to talk about, I'm great friends with him too. So this is not me throwing shade at him whatsoever. Me and him are awesome.
Yeah.
But so 2 weekends ago, I had first place at a local match, and the guy that came in second place just went and shot Worlds last Saturday, the IDPA World Championship, and
Damn.
he placed 36th overall and 18th in carry optics, and so that's
Dang.
made me feel that's my bragging right now.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty intense. And
But
hold on, you've been competing with your concealed rig. Like, you've been literally drawing from inside the waistband
yeah,
for all
even
all
in
of your matches.
USPSA, where it's
Yeah.
not where it's not required, you don't have to have concealment. I still shoot inside the waistband, and really, my draw is fast enough for the draw not to be a disadvantage. But the reloads, it's like an extra second per reload coming from inside the waistband concealed compared to these other people that just have the IDPA vest that they can fling out the way and reload. So
Yeah.
that's mainly my disadvantage that I have to make up for with just being faster. Um, and when it comes to placing everything else, um, I just lost my winning streak like 3 months ago. Right now I'm on a seven a 7 match win streak in the past 3 months. I've had 7 matches. I've won all of them, and these are
Damn.
all local matches from every match that there has been in Tennessee. I've went to all the way from Cleveland to Chattanooga. I've went just to find new shooters and new competition, and so I got the screenshots too, just to just to
Damn.
kind of show people that are like, nah, man, you're just talking. I had somebody at my work the other day that was like, yeah, you're just that dude's a bullshitter. So I went back and screenshotted everything just to show him. But
Damn. Hey,
it
what's up,
doesn't
Kirk
mean
Chop out there? Good to see
it
you.
doesn't mean too much on local matches, but I haven't been shooting long enough to even know about some of the major matches. But coming in 2024, I got the Alabama and Georgia state championships signed up, so I'll be competing
Dang.
in those. Florida is coming up in February, the Florida State Championship, and I'm so close on the waiting list. So I hope in the next couple of weeks I get bumped up and get approved to shoot because Florida is a great shooting state.
Nice.
So it'd be good to place well in that.
Hell yeah. Montana says the guy that always kills the match I normally go to usually draws from concealment. That's funny. Um, well, let me see. DLD After Dark, can you ask Mr. Lethal Luke if he has read any of Ben Stoker's books?
I have not. My celebrity crush is Bob Vogel. So I'm more of a Bob Vogel guy, and that's no homo, but I am a groupie for Bob Vogel instead of Ben Stoker.
Okay.
Uh, but I follow anything that Bob Vogel does, and I watch all his videos. Ben Stoker, though, recently I have been watching pretty much all of his YouTube videos. I mean, he has hundreds, but I've just been putting them on a playlist and having them in the background, listening to anything he has to say because he's also a great shooter.
Yeah, I'm not even hip. I don't even know. I know I've heard those names, but I don't even know. My bad. I'm letting y'all down tonight, man. I'm sorry. Now, let's talk about your times. All right. So from concealment, what's your average draw time? What kind of times are you pulling from concealment and what kind of rig are you wearing?
Okay, so anytime somebody asks me that, I always answer with my 7 yard draw because, of course, I could get stuff pushed off faster from 3 yards or
For sure.
point blank or anything. I always answer my 7 yard draw, and of course, only count it in the A zone. Which I think even if you're just throwing stuff out there to try to get a good time, you can only count it if it's in the A zone.
For sure.
Um, for that reason, if you're just throwing it out there to have a bragging right. But average from concealment with any hand placement in the point nines from like surrender position, hands behind my back. I've tried like kneeling with hands behind my back in any hand position about the point nines.
Damn.
If I
Even
have
hostage up like up top?
Yeah, so I that's what I started doing every time I like when I first started, all of my training was up here until
Yeah.
finally somebody was like, dude, that's not where your hands are gonna always be. You should try some
It's
other
gonna
hand
be
position.
like in front of your
Right,
chest. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right. So but my from hands relaxed aside, or I can't get down the cheater grip, which is where you have your support hand already grabbed on your shirt. I don't see that being too much of a use, and I never do it. But hands relaxed aside, which is the most common in matches. Either I'm looking at like a point eight generally, and if I just get a bad grip, it's still normally under a second.
Mm,
And that's just with the T-Rex arms Gen 1 with the sidecar is my
okay.
holster.
And you're not currently using like any other overt rig like Safari Land or you said you got the Alpha.
Double
Um,
Alpha, which will be my outside the waistband rig, and that's a competition rig too.
yeah,
Which I need to get a duty rig and do some practice with it just for I don't know if somebody wants to invade US or some shit that I have a
yeah,
duty rig ready. But
yeah.
right
Or
now,
just in
just
case
inside the
if you gotta invade some shit, it's good to have too.
of course. So I,
It,
I will eventually get one.
have you
Um,
seen those Surefire holsters that are very competition like looking? You seen those?
I have not.
Okay, so they're pretty intense looking. They are similar in concept to the double alpha and most like competition rigs, but I mean it's an expensive holster. It's not cheap, but it's a few $100s and it basically retains only the Surefire light, right? So,
Oh, I have seen that now. Okay, yes.
yeah, and then you can actually turn, on the holster, there's a little thing, a little, button to press, so it can actually turn the light on when you yeet that thing out of the holster.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's cool because it'll turn your light on the draw, but also and
right,
there's a bunch of other ways to do that too, right? But also, um, it's very, what do you call it? Like, low speed, like, it's very high speed, low drag, like, it's not very complicated. It looks like those kinda double alpha rigs that you see, most competition rigs. So that I've been looking at that thing, that looks pretty interesting.
right. I have seen a short on that with the dude just taking like four different guns with the Surefire on them, and they all fit in
Yeah,
the same thing. So I have seen that in the short.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys could stop spamming the chat with your local gangs, I would appreciate that. Y'all are fucking crazy. Um, yeah, those are some pretty baller ass times, man. It took me like I'm finally sub. I mean, I'm sub second, but like that. So for everybody out there that has seen like my recent videos of like me drawing from the Safari Land rig, getting like point 0.6, 0.63. I didn't count the 0.53 because it wasn't an alpha, right? Like you can't, you know, I don't know. Try to keep it honest with shooting, right? Because like if I just turn my gun into a loud noisemaker, then it doesn't mean shit,
Right.
unless I'm hitting. Um, and Joe Vacu, what's up, bro? Um, uh, no internet banging allowed in in this barrio. Yeah, you crazy.
Glow Boy
Um,
said Vogel fan without Vogel trigger.
damn.
I unfortunately don't have any of his stuff, but I am a huge fan of all of his beliefs and techniques whenever it comes to shooting.
Yeah,
But I
dude.
could support him with getting some of his stuff. You're right.
You know what? I had my favorite shooter of all time sign my sack. I had your boy Jerry McCulloch
Oh,
Mitchellek sign. So I was
hell
at a shot
yeah.
show and I was just trying to be stupid and funny because people were like, "Jerry, will you sign my face?" and stuff like that, and like they do crazy shit. And I walked up and I told my boy Rich, I was like, "Yo, record this," and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Just record it." So I walk up and I kind of like interrupted an interview, like a real like interview he was doing with like outdoor TV or outdoor what network or whatever, and I was like, "Jerry, will you sign my sack?" And everybody busted out laughing, and he like pinched his nose closed and signed it, just being funny. It was funny as hell. That
You
dude
know,
is
Jerry does a lot of shooting with my team, and I have not been fortunate enough to meet him yet. Like if you just go on the Norseman's website, they have like 8 pictures with him. They do a lot of shooting with him, but
oh
I've just
really?
not met him yet.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's a good sport too, because I know I was, acting a fool and he still he still came in there and
Right.
signed my shit. Um so what's next? You got the what Georgia and Alabama? Which ones?
Georgia and Alabama state championships.
Okay. And when do those
So
take place?
so those will be the middle of next year. Those are the ones I just went ahead and jumped on because I need some big match wins under my belt to really have something behind my name. And those are the first ones that I've opened up. But the ones that have not opened yet, there's still going to be plenty of major matches that I'll be going to next year, especially in USPSA. I'm wanting to dip my feet in. So
Mm,
in USPSA they do sections like Section 8, Section. I think they have 1 through 10, and so I'll be doing a lot of traveling to go to those because you get some of those wins under your belt. That's when people really start to recognize you,
yeah, yeah.
and so that'll be whenever they release the dates and locations of where those happening. I'll definitely jump on those. They just haven't came out yet. Um,
Okay.
as far as IDPA, I'm just basically going to try to get every state championship under my belt, even if it's
Mhm.
not, I go out there and win the whole thing, which I'm not expecting to. Uh, not as early as I have been shooting, not as less
Yeah.
experience that I have compared to everybody else, but I definitely want to have them under my belt at least. So this is the first year Alabama's doing one, so
Mhm.
I'm definitely glad that I'm getting to go to that. But Tennessee, which is the state that I live in, I'm gonna have to go to that. Florida, and then Wyoming is another big shooting state that I'll definitely have
Oh,
to go
yeah.
to get something. That's where Christian Seiler is located. He's 22 and he already has like two worlds and like four nationals in two different divisions under his belt at 22.
Damn.
He is crazy.
That's crazy, man. That's I mean, look, what you've done in the little time that I mean, you've crushed it. You're doing really well. So you got to keep it up. You got to, keep expanding, get into bigger shit, state, national, and I know you'll be able to crush it. Now, here's the crazy question though, and I think I already know the answer to this, but let's say if if I were to just give you 10 stacks and I was like, here you go, Luke, and I threw you 10 grand right now, and I was like, you can get any pistol, any handgun, any setup, any rig, any, whatever you wanted. What would you do with that 10 grand? Would you get a new gun? Would you run like an Atlas? Would you run like what would you do?
Okay, so here, this is actually something I've already been thinking about. I've always stood behind Glock. My favorite shooter Robert Vogel, has won worlds and nationals with the Glock 34, so it can definitely be done. And that's
Mhm.
the plan if you don't throw me the 10 sacks for me to get this.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
I'm keeping the double alpha rig. I do think that's the best rig, or at least what Christian Seiler's using. He's the best out right now, so it's one of the best
Mhm.
rigs you can get. I'm keeping the rig for USPSA, but the Shadow 2 from CZ would be the only gun that I switched to from Glock.
Damn, that will be the only gun like ever you would.
The only Yes, if you ever see me shooting another gun for competition, and carry is a different thing. I don't think I would carry it, which is also against my whole shoot what I carry with. So
Yeah.
it's hard for me to make this decision if I do, but if I switch guns, it'll be a CZ Shadow 2 for sure.
Dang, dang. I honestly, I wasn't sure what direction you were gonna go. My first thought was you would say, I would just stay with a Glock 47, the one I got now, and then just get $10,000 worth of ammo, you know? Because but look, the Glock platform is incredible, and I've seen Glocks that have literally been pushing 100,000 rounds, and they're still running. I have what I call the 100,000 round Glock, only because it looks like it's had 100,000 rounds, so I don't think it actually has. And the only gun that I have personally that has over the only Glock that I have that has over 10,000 rounds through it, that I personally put through it from brand new, like factory new to where it is now. I only got one of those in over 30 Glocks, only one. Um, I mean, the rest I still put a lot of rounds through it, like my like guns that I got for like shit at the fan or carry guns or whatever. But it's hard to put 10,000 rounds through 35 different Glocks.
Right.
That's very expensive. And right now, with everything going on, I am stacking ammo like crazy. The last question I got is, have you ever owned an OEM Gen 3 Glock?
Yes. So, well,
Okay.
first, the what you said you thought I was going to answer is definitely my second answer. That's
Okay. All right.
100% what if I hadn't recently thought about switching to the Shadow 2, yes, I would have. That was definitely my answer. So you were almost spot on with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But also, yeah, the Gen 3, believe it or not, is my favorite gen of the Glock. It's not what I shoot with, weirdly enough, but it's definitely my
Okay.
favorite. I think the triggers on those are the best. It's the most widely acceptable when it comes to aftermarket parts. Everything's a Gen 3.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, it's my favorite gen, and I've definitely had one. When I think I've only had a 19. I had three 19s that were Gen 3.
Okay. Do you prefer like the dual reinforced steel recoil spring in the 5 in the Gen 5 or the grip in the Gen 5?
So definitely, the only thing I don't like about the Gen 3 is the finger grooves. So I like the Gen 5 not having the finger grooves.
Mhm.
And that's just because I do the double undercut, so the finger grooves don't really fit when you get that high up with the undercut, or not for
Yeah.
me at least.
Mhm.
Um, but other than that, I know that a lot of people say they can, but I can't tell the difference in the single and the dual recoil springs.
Mhm.
Like I have a steel guide rod for my 17 that has a 15-pound recoil spring,
Mhm.
um, and it's just the single, and I can't tell. It's not definitely not a night and day difference, but it's not like you could hand me a gun and pick whatever recoil spring was in it, and I could shoot it and tell you which one it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I personally can't tell much of a difference between the Gen 5 and Gen 3 recoil spring. I mean, it's definitely like a slightly different recoil impulse, but if I had to go for my gun, I wouldn't reach for it and be like, "Oh, no, it's a Gen 3," you know? Like, I mean, I'm putting rounds downrange regardless. I actually switched handguns on my so I have my EDC, right? And I got so right now, I'm not carrying it, but my, tuck holster from Black Diamond Guns and Gear or well, from North Coast Tactical from Black Diamond Guns and Gear, those guys are awesome. Right now,
Shout
I'm
out to
carrying
them.
my JM4 Tactical. Yeah, those are my guys. And that's great for when I'm wearing like a belt with jeans and stuff like that. But when I'm in like sweats and shit like that, I carry my JM4 Tactical, but only because they both have the same kind of goal. Get the gun as low as possible, as comfortable as possible, but still exposed enough to have a smooth draw stroke, right? But when I'm carrying EDC, like, concealed, I'm carrying a different gun than, like, my go-to gun on my kit, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but my carry gun is a 43X, and then the gun that I'm usually running on my kit is, like, my whole Safari Lane and Blue Alpha gun belt is either Beretta M9A3 or, Glock 45 19X Gen 5 19, like, that kinda, setup. So I
Okay.
swap a little bit, and a lot of people don't like that, but I mean, I don't know. I like the ability to switch with the Safari Lane QLS. I could just grab the shit, pinch it, remove it, and then put a different holster in there, and it's dope. I love that setup.
Right. And I'm not, and my thing is, I'm not against necessarily people switching back and forth. Like a lot of people have like a summer carry and a winter carry where they just want to carry this gun today because it looks cool.
Mhm.
It's it's more of like being able to be efficient with whatever you have. And
For
so
sure.
that's my reasoning for like I was talking about earlier, having my 19 and 47 basically be the same gun is
Mhm.
whatever gun you pick up, as long as you are efficient with it and you can swap and still be able to do what you need to do with it, I'm
Yeah.
all for it. It just the problem comes to whenever you have people that don't do that, that rarely shoot, and they just have guns and carry it just because this one looks cool and they're not used to it.
Yep.
That's when you start to have the problem.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Lethal, you
Wow.
ever shoot Kimbers?
Blade Boy, I'm so glad you asked this. Oh my God. You remember that Charles Daly that I was talking about?
Yeah.
The first offer I had was somebody wanted to trade me a stainless steel brand new Kimber 1911 45 for that
What?
Charles Daly. And I was so new and just so ignorant that I told him no. And I
Damn.
hate myself every day for doing that every day.
Damn.
But
I
I have not. Actually, yeah, I've shot a Kimber before. With all the 1911s that I've shot a Kimber before, but I don't remember where or when or whose gun it was. It wasn't mine, but I've definitely shot one before. The oldest gun I've shot was a 1918, um, 1911, or maybe a
damn,
yeah, 1918, or it might even been a 1911, 1911. Um,
damn.
my friend Bill Drat Militaria does World War One and World War Two memorabilia, and he has so many old guns. He has a
Yeah,
1918 M18, which is a revolver, and I
yeah.
actually did a video on both of those. So whichever 1911 I'm thinking of, I've done a video on it on my channel, and
Okay,
it was very old, very old.
damn. Yeah, that's let me ask you this, when you were running the Kimbers, did they run? Like, did they work? Or were you
Yeah,
having any
I mean,
malfunctions?
I only shot maybe 50 rounds,
Okay.
so I didn't have any problems in the 50 rounds that I shot at least.
I think I had a lemon. when I got a Kimber Custom Pro TLE or whatever, something like that, and man, I all different kinds of ammo. I tried all different kinds of ball ammo, different kinds of hollow points, and I just could not stop slapping stovepipes out of that shit, man. It was just
Really?
choking on everything. So I may have had a lemon, nothing against Kimber, but I did not have good luck with them at all. So I never went back and grabbed another one. But there are a lot of people that swear up and down by Kimber that they're the only 1911 out there. You know, I have a
Well, you
SIG
know,
1911 right now. That's the only one I got.
especially because the 1911 is the Lord's gun and the
Yeah,
Lord's caliber.
right.
So
Yeah, I know
arguing,
you're not a
dude.
45. You'd probably get a Glock 21 if you were getting a 45, right?
Yeah, yeah, and arguing with a 45 guy or a 1911 guy is like arguing with I wish I could turn my what's behind me, a fucking brick wall, or like a stubborn
Yep,
Florida Gator fan. You just they're saying what they're gonna say, and
yep.
they don't you don't even need to talk,
Yeah,
just listen to them.
it doesn't matter. Yep, and nothing will change their mind. E Even saying things like, "Well, 9 millimeter, projectiles and ammunition technology has come a long way." I don't wanna hear it. 45, all you need is
It didn't
1.
win 2 world wars.
Yeah, right. Hey, but you know what? You know what else was floating around in World War One and 2 and all that? 9 millimeter, like a champ, right? Hey, there were so many 9 millimeter chambered firearms in,
Yeah,
over the last century. Like, come on, can we show that some love too?
right,
Damn,
right.
you know? Not to mention,
The MP40, the PPSH, I
yep,
mean everything except for pretty much what the U.S. had
y
was.
yep.
But I
I
mean,
think I think there may even be, I know most grease guns were 45, but am I tripping, guys? Or did they have was there a grease gun in 9 millimeter, or were all of them 45? I don't recall. I know the Thompsons were obviously 45 ACP, but, damn, I can't recall, but, either way, I know, we just need to the same respect that we're showing well, that some people are showing the 45 ACP, we gotta show that same love to 9 millimeter. And for the longest time, my handguns were like all almost exclusively 9 mil. I've been a builder for a long time, and usually I'm building different variations of 9 millimeter Glocks, right?
mhm.
And Polymer 80s, GST 9s, Lone Wolf, Alpha Wolf, like every frame you could think of, I've built. Um, but I started kind of switching over. I swapped over to I was like, "All right, I'll put together a Glock 21." Then I came across a deal for a Glock 30, which is a dope setup, I'm not gonna lie. It's the 30S with the Glock 36 slide on it, super
Mhm.
slim slide, and, it's got a fat grip. It's basically the size of a 19, but with 11 rounds of 45 ACP. That shit is stupid accurate. You could shoot skeet with it. And then I ended up getting a 1911 SIG 1911 C3 and 45 ACP, and then I built a Glock 33 out of a P80 in 357 SIG. But aside from that, I'm like all 9 millimeter over here.
Consistency, and I mean that's what you're gonna find the most of, anyways. And I have shot three different three different grease guns in 9 mil at Tennessee Silencer. They had a
Okay.
big 4th of July shoot, and I don't know if they were converted to 9 mil, but there was a Sten. Um, it'd be
Yeah,
great if I
definitely
could remember.
the Stens
Uh,
and the with the Polish. Shit, I don't remember. But yeah, I know the Sten definitely is a 9 mil. Oh, the what's the other tube gun? Damn, y'all in chat, help me out. What's the yeah, Sten, yeah, and Sterling. Sterling are 9 millimeter too. 45 won't punch a car door like 9 millimeter. Facts, 100%. Yeah.
well,
Um,
9 mil will blow somebody's lungs out. I will say that.
this is confirmed. Hey, our own president has confirmed this. So what do you think about everything going on in the world right now? Like, what are your thoughts on just kind of everything? I know you don't have a whole lot of time, but if we were wrapping up and I was just like, look, over the last few years, what are your thoughts? on just everything that's kind of happened over the last few years in front of us?
Dude, it's so my whole life. I'm first of all, I'm young anyways. I'm only 22, so it's not saying a whole lot. But my whole life, I've
Okay.
tried to not be political. Um, and I feel like I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or just because who is our president, but it's definitely being hard not to get political.
Hmm.
Um, so it seems like as soon as I got into guns and really try to start doing stuff, that all the fun shit has been taken away, and it's fucking annoying. As soon as I got into P80s, that got taken away. As soon as
Hmm.
I first got my AR pistol and my brace, which I threw in the river now, I don't know where it is. Um, it got taken away as soon as I bought my first AR pistol. So it's like I don't know, man. I feel like there's so much just stupid, crazy shit going on that just I don't know. It's been a long couple years, and hopefully not another long 4 years to come.
Yeah.
With and I try not to watch the news and read into a lot of stuff just because I feel like everything you see is negative, and I just try to really. That's another reason I try not to get political, just to keep it out of
Hmm.
myself.
Yeah.
Uh, like I really would like to read up on what's going on in where is it Giza or Israel?
Yeah.
What is
Israel,
the
the Gaza Strip with Hamas
Gaza?
and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I really want to read up on that and really be informed of what's going on, but at the same time, it's just another thing that it's a lot. And
But at the same time, it's not our fucking country. Sorry, my bad, my bad. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I support. I mean, fuck all the elites in our country, but I mean, I'm with you. Yeah, it's been an interesting few years. I'll leave that right there, just in case you got family watching or something. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's been a crazy few years, and unfortunately, something that is just a tool that can't by itself hurt anybody has itself become politicized, right? So
Mhm.
even by, proxy of just being involved with shooting and things like that, like, when I throw my gun belt on my shoulder and walk out my house and go to my car, right? If my neighbors see me, they're gonna have some type of thought in their head of what my political beliefs are just because I got a gun belt on, or they'll think I'm the police or whatever. But like there's automatically a political uh some type of ideology attached to that, and it instantly and it's the same thing for anyone that says like, "Oh, I'm not a fan of guns. I don't like guns. I don't own guns, whatever." Most of us immediately think like, "Oh, okay, you're this person then." So it's unfortunate and that, honestly in the remarkable words of Dugan Ashley, saying things like the gun community and shit like that is kind of stupid because it's like saying, "Oh, I'm a part of the shovel community," right? Like it's just a tool, right? It's a thing that does something, right? And yeah, it's a hobby too, right? Like, but it's I don't know, it's crazy.
And there's so many people that like hate guns and try to get rid of them, and it's like even if you don't like them, you need to understand the need for them.
Yeah,
If you look at cities and states like New York, prime example, some of the worst gun law states that there are, where you can't have anything, they're also some of the highest crime rate states. And it's
facts.
whenever you make these laws that people can't have something, the person who's going to abide by the law is the person that's going to get affected. Because the dude that's trying to kill
Mhm.
you, rob a bank, whatever, he's not gonna be like, oh well, I can't rob this bank with the pistol with the brace on it because that's illegal. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
take my brace. They don't care about that shit,
yeah.
and so it's I don't know. I think that is fucking stupid, and the people who want even less people to be able to have guns and like even wherever your stance is on like teachers if they should have guns in class. I know if I was a school shooter and I know that this school that I want to go shoot up, all the teachers were strapped, I'm not going to go shoot the shit up now.
Yep, yep, Imma find a different school for sure, and here's the beautiful thing, right? So if everyone believed that the right of self-preservation or, just the preservation of innocent life, meaning my life, right? Your life, the life of family members that are with you. If everyone on all sides, everywhere, believed in the preservation of innocent life, and that those those rights are given to us by God and not by man or the state or the government or whatever, then teachers should be able to conceal a fire if they choose to, right? No one should be mandated to. I'm for as little government encroachment as possible. So that means government can't tell you to not carry a gun. Government can't tell you to carry a gun. Government can't tell you to get a shot. Can't tell you to not get a shot, right? It is the freedom of choice, freedom of the individual, and we should be. Good night for Ben Q. We should be able to make those decisions for ourselves, for our family, as long as it is not impeding on the rights of others.
Right. And I think that guns is just giving a it's just a band-aid or giving something for people to blame instead of the person, because if there were no guns at all, people would still be killing each other with sticks or knives or fucking slingshots, bow and arrow.
Oh
Guns
yeah,
is just something that people have to blame.
yeah. 100%. Oh, and Blade Boy came through with the win. He said 9mm grease gun is a US M3 submachine gun. It was issued with a 9mm parabellum conversion kit that was a standard issued in a 45 ACP. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. In range is cringe. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Let's see. Low level petty criminals don't pick hard targets. Facts, 100%. And those same people, right? If they're prohibited possessors, right, or whatever, if they're already breaking rules and laws, right, they're not tripping off of any other rule or law they have to break to go hit their lick or do whatever, because you think they're going to be like, oh, I can't saw this barrel down to this point because no, they don't give a shit. They're going to do whatever.
Right.
So yeah, it's crazy. Well, guys, make sure that you show Lethal Luke some love, and you know what? This may get us a little copyright strike, but let's go ahead and just do this real quick before I let you go. And for you guys out here, what I may do, because I finally have my Rumble all set up, I may actually go over instead of finishing the next the next hour or so out here. I may go over to Rumble and do the rest of the stream over there. So, all right, can we see right here? Okay, so we got Lethal Luke's. Let's see. Oh, where did it go? Boom. Okay, so let's see. Almost shot my dick off. You tell me which one for like a quick little draw to first shot. Um,
So the almost shot my dick off was just an attempt on clickbait that didn't work. Only 4.5. Let's scroll down. My most recent one, if John Wick was fat with tattoos, it had like 700,000.
oh yeah, that one's good. Bro, I don't know if you okay, so like when I grab my gun out of my OWB Safariland holster, I'm running like point .6. All right. So this dude is pulling that shit out of like jeans and sweatpants and shit. Like I'm impressed. I'm impressed, man. You especially for the amount
Thank
of
you.
time that you put into it. Like I I've been shooting for I've been carrying a gun inside my waistband daily for 15 years. Okay. But I haven't taken shooting seriously until the past like year and a half, something like that. I thought I was before, but
Right.
you're taking it way more seriously at your age than I was, years back. So you should be proud of yourself and where you are, man. And
Thank
any
you, man.
for sure, and anyone out there, and I know obviously there's going to be people that see this in the future as well. I appreciate you, Kurt. You're the man. Anyone else is going to see this in the future, go to Lethal Luke's YouTube page, show him some love, subscribe, go watch some of his videos, comment, and be like, DLD sent me here, whatever. And then also go find him on Instagram, follow him, and then go like the last 10 pictures that he dropped, just to show him some love. Show him that the Kim Light Battalion can come in and show him some love. So before we wrap up, anything you wanna end on before we head out of here?
No, man, I just want to say thank you to you, first of all, for having me on here. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it. It's been good, in the short time that I've known you, it's been good talking with you. And thank you
yeah,
to
man.
all the people you got in here shouting me out and showing me some support. I really appreciate everything from you guys.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. And for everyone out there, the my Rumble is literally just DLD After Dark altogether. You can't do spaces and shit on Rumble. I'll kick it here for a minute, y'all. I know Luke is gonna have to run, but I'll kick it here for a minute, and we'll go ahead and probably transition over to Rumble. But I'm gonna do the stream only on Rumble and not on YouTube and Rumble, if that makes sense. So again, make sure you show Lethal Luke some love on both YouTube and Instagram. Any other platforms or anything like that that they can find you on?
That's it. Just YouTube and Instagram, Lethal Luke. Instagram, Lethal Luke with two E's.
Hell yeah. I appreciate it. Well, bro, thank you so much for coming on. I'll make sure all of us jump in and show you some love and keep shooting. And don't forget us, little people, when you go out there and start winning some national and world champions. All right.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you guys, and I'll hit you up soon, my man.
All right, brother. Take it easy, man.
All right.
Peace. That's awesome. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's you know, young dude coming up and man, the dude is quick. Like you guys saw that, right? Point 0.8 out of an inside the waistband holster. That's crazy. That's crazy. John Crump live, you missed. Yeah, Lethal Luke literally just jumped off. Just jumped off. But Crump, I'm actually pretty tempted to go over to Rumble now that I have my actual channel set up on Rumble right now. I'm actually tempted to go over and just do a little live stream from over there. Let's see if my videos are rolling over there yet. Let me see. Actually, I don't think so. I don't think they are. Man, there's so much stuff. Look, hey, and for all y'all, look, I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now and going on in the world right now. Um, and we were kind of focusing on some other things, more social things and socially respectable things, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now tonight. And yeah, I just saw no videos found. So everything is syncing right now from my YouTube channel. So it's not showing anything, which is fine. I can do I can still do a live stream from there. But if you guys go over to Rumble and search for DLD After Dark all together, one word. Let me see my channels. I got 4 followers. Look at that. 4 followers. Dang. Y'all, can I get some love? Can I get some love? Okay, I just followed myself. Now I got 5. I got 5 followers. 6. Okay, I got 6. There we go. There we go. I don't think it's gonna count me following myself. So if y'all go over to Rumble. Oh, dang, is that my Rumble link? Stop playing. Is it? Man, Kurt is on fire tonight, dude. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. 7. I got 7 followers now. So I'll go over and y'all let me know. Do you want me to stay on YouTube or do you want me to jump over to Rumble? You let me know. Hell yeah, Rusty. Appreciate you, bro. You guys let me know. What do you want? Allegedly his first follower. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and the podcast. Okay. So you guys know there are a lot of things that where's everybody at tonight, bro? We had like 50 people. Usually we have like 60 to 80 people on here. YouTube, Kimball. I try to go easy on that, but I'm just saying. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, that's a whole thing. Anyway, sorry, getting back to it. No, no way. No way. Don't tell me that my man what? Mm. Okay, sorry. Let me stop being salty. Okay, anyway. Hey, Sam, man. Good to see you, bro. Agorizer. Everybody that I wasn't able to chat with while I was in here, man. I love. Did somebody give away channel memberships? or no, Agorizer was already a channel member, right? Did I miss Rusty Shackleford is a channel member? Did I miss somebody giving away? Sandman's a channel member. I'll be on Bumble. Isn't that like the Christian date finding app or something like that? Or no, that's just the regular one. Sorry, I don't. ADXR 920. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Let's see. Ting Ting, great to see you. Ting Ting, it's getting closer, man. We're running out of time. We're gonna have to arrange this pretty quickly, but we may have a little bit of time. We're at Taco Syndicate. There you are. What's up, bro? Bro, and YouTube is hitting me hard. Limited to no ads. Remain on your video. Man, they're doing this to me, but they're still putting ads on my ish, right? They're still putting this. This is so crazy. Okay, sorry. So anyway, so you guys know and you understand that there are a lot of things that we can't say on YouTube. Okay, and when we have the conversations that we would like to on YouTube, what happens is we kind of have to think of creative ways to say things, right? Instead of saying like dead, we say things like unalived or, room temperature, or we say, self forever sleep and things like that. Like we're finding ways to kind of go around the algorithm because we have to, because otherwise we'll be attacked by this platform. Even for just the things that we do anyway, just talking about like shooting paper at a range, like that's some type of bad thing, right? It's become politicized and we all know that, right? So some of the things that we can't talk about, like radical Islam, for an example, we just did a podcast on that on the Uncensored podcast, which John Crump and I, Rich was on this one too. I don't know if Rich is going to be on every single one or if it was just that one, but anyway, all 80% statement. So all of us started the Uncensored podcast. Really, it's Crumps, and then we're just kind of jumping in on it too. I'll probably be there every week, but every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Rumble, we're going to be doing a podcast of at least an hour, if not more. And it's called Uncensored Podcast. No V at the beginning, no nothing. It is literally just Uncensored Podcast. We can hold guns. We could talk about whatever we want. We can be much more deliberate and specific in the things that we say. So go check it out. It's Uncensored Podcast. It is on Rumble. Crump already put a whole bunch of money for production into the beginning, the intro. You guys will see. Crump, right? So we got to show him some love and support him for what he's doing, and we're going to be doing it together. Also, I'm going to be doing much more on Rumble, only because I want 12 followers on Rumble. Look at that, 12. Look at that, man, 12. Who would have thought that with my 4,306 or whatever subscribers that I would have been excited about 12 followers on Rumble? Man. So if I do go over and launch a stream on Rumble, put a 1 in chat if you'll come over there and kick it with me. Let's see. Ting Ting says, no, that's the right question, Greg Gunner. Hold on. Doesn't everyone here have a blueprint already? Hold on. What about radical Zionism? That could be an episode too. Kurt24, thank you for the Uncensored Podcast link drop. Appreciate that. Give me the blueprint. I will find a way. They're all out there. Like saying Al Gore rhythm. Absolutely. Yep. Let's see. It is coming, Kimball. Let's see. Intro and outro was good. Appreciate that. It's actually pretty hilarious. I had no idea that Crump put all that into having somebody build the intro and outro. It's pretty funny. And it's honestly insulting to those that oppose our way of thinking. We actually had somebody come in chat last night on Rumble that did not agree with us, and they voiced their opinion in, dang, okay, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, 1, 1, 1. So probably all the 12 people Toy Town, what's up, brother? All the 12 people that, I cannot find you. DLD After Dark, no spaces, no nothing. It should be on there. Oh, you know what? He dropped my link in here. Let me see, where is it? If you scroll up, no, that's Crump's link. Hold on. If you scroll up, up, boom, Kurt24 dropped that link at 11:54 p.m. So if you go up, you'll be able to see that. I think actually, you know what? Let me see. I'll go ahead and copy it and paste it too. Come on, baby. Copy. Okay, paste. Boom. There you go. So there's my Rumble link. Let's see. The link worked. Okay. Heck yeah. Someone called us MAGAs. They did. I'm like, bro, you don't know who's on this stream, do you? Yeah. 14 now. Nice. DB Koopa. Great to see you. Appreciate you, man. Let's see, John Crump live. Kurt 24. Appreciate you, Kurt. Thank you. Thank you. You can put a link on IG. When is this? So I'm talking about like doing this like right now. Like I would literally shut this down and go over there right now. But honestly, it's just I need to be able to have something on there, right? Like right now, I have nothing on Rumble at all. I have all my YouTube videos syncing, but it could take days or even weeks to go up over there. So I'll tell you what, because I love y'all so much, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this right now. 15. Appreciate you, Playboy. Love you. Uh, correct. There are no videos. Videos. So, John Doe, what's up, brother? Imagine watching a 5-minute video and have to watch like 5 ads. It's worse than TV. I unsub those people. So now you can't even choose as a content creator what ads are going up on your YouTube, right? So now YouTube is picking all that. So so you may jump in and find one of those 30-second unskippable ads to then go to another second 30-second unskippable ad, and that is completely out of the hands of the content creator now. They don't do it. They don't do it. So they don't allow us to pick. Black Diamond Guns Gear, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Lethal Luke just left like 5 minutes ago, and I am about to go over to Rumble and do a live stream. So you know what? Let's give it a shot, and maybe Crump and I can do one together. What's up, Crump? Are you down? I'm guessing I'm late. Yeah, I was late. You're very late. We didn't start till like 10:15, something like that. It definitely was not because I fell asleep and then overslept past 10 p.m. And then I was like, oh my God, Luke, my bad, bro. I'm sending you the link right now. No videos. I know. I just said that. So basically, Rusty, love you. So what's happening is I forever ago, I created a Rumble account. Okay. I linked it to my locals account, but I did not. So I have YouTube, I have Odyssey, I have Rumble, I have Player, which is Utreon, and I have locals and all that stuff, right? I thought I linked all of it. Well, apparently when I created my Rumble account, I didn't create a channel. I just created an account, a like a user account. So none of my stuff was uploading because it wasn't a channel. So I literally just went in there today and I connected it. I synced the videos and all that. It's going to take days to weeks to sync over or to whatever to sync the YouTube videos to my Rumble account. So it's going to be a while. However, I can go over and start a live stream on Rumble right now. Crump, I kind of a little bit know how to set it up, but I'll probably need your help. So what? No of what? No op? I don't know. Gort, great to see you, bro. It will only take a couple of days. Okay, cool. Yeah, the little thing said it would take days or weeks. See, on Rumble, I can literally grab that $2,500 SIG SBR behind me and actually like hold it up and show you guys and put a few rounds in my wall. And just kidding, I certainly won't do that. Oh, my OnlyFans. I did forget my OnlyFans. I don't know with yours being longer videos, it might take a little longer. That's true. That's true. I only do 3 2 to 3 hour live streams a week. DLD, it says, given to us by God, need to delete Givern. Oh, it says Givern. Oh, are you saying that I misspelled something? That is just absolutely unrealistic of me to make an error, right? I'm just kidding. I always make mistakes. Hold on. I'll go in there and I'll update and I'll change it. So let's go ahead and do this. I will end this stream like normal. Okay. I'll do my rules and then we'll jump out of here. And look, I don't know what the deal is with YouTube, but they have literally demonetized every single stream I have done for the past like 3 or 4 weeks at least, and that's not typical for them. I was green all the way through my stuff. Now I don't care about money, right? I don't care about 74 cents or $17 or whatever it is from YouTube. What I care about is having the conversations that we have exposed to more people, getting more subscribers, and then growing the channel and blah 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 blah. And I don't know if it's like showing stuff like this that keeps YouTube from pushing my videos out there. But when you're not monetized, you are essentially de facto shadow banned. Okay. When you do live streams, you're already at a disadvantage as opposed to just dropping hard videos, right? So anyway, all that. So there's actually a link. Kurt, if you could drop that link one more time, I'd appreciate that. Holy shit, just turn on TV. The sand people are very angry today. Oh man, yeah, you guys are yeah, yeah. Um, there's a lot going on right now. I'm not gonna lie. And it was hard to go through and conduct that conversation without getting into you know, stuff that's going on right now. So yeah. So we'll get into it. Anyway, let's go ahead and close out. And for anyone that wants to know, we are going over to Rumble and we're going to do a live stream on Rumble. Now, guys, everyone out there, I was always the guy that when anyone was on YouTube, like, I'm going to Rumble, I'd be like, all right, peace. And I'd go find something else on YouTube. But I finally said, get, and I was like, I'm going to download Rumble. I'm going to download the app. I'm going to download, and I'm actually going to pay attention and watch stuff. And I'm going to go on Rumble. And like, so I finally just did it. So be like me and download Rumble and go search DLD After Dark, all one user name together on Rumble, and just come hang out with us. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. If you haven't given it a shot, how can you ever say you don't like it? I know. Let's take market share and money out of the hands of YouTube, who is literally working hand in hand with our government to work against us because they hate us and want us dead. Anyway, going ahead and wrapping this up. Look, I love and appreciate all you guys. I do, I do. That's why I dedicate the first like 20 to 30 minutes of the show literally just saying hello to you guys because I just value and appreciate your time so much. You are spending your nights with me when you could be spending your nights with your family or like me doing an ammo inventory because hey, that's how shit kind of is right now. But anyway, I appreciate all you guys so much. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your contributions to the channel, just spending your time here hanging out with us in chat. You guys are the most witty little band of people that I have ever spent time with. And I'm just grateful for all you guys. Come hang out with come hang out with us on Rumble and it'll be fun. Can I show my tits on Rumble? Absolutely. I will send you a link so you can join. It'll just be a private Zoom link. But you could definitely do that. And I'll make sure to, send you the link. And then also, remember, guys, be kind. Okay. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief little interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. Okay. You never know what someone's going through. So just be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution. Give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed because a hand that's open to give is also open to receive. Huh? Huh? Rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, but also maintaining the discipline to not use it unless in the act of preservation of life. I think I should say that so I don't get sued and stuff. And also, don't do anything I say. Okay. I'm never giving advice, ever, ever. I don't give advice. This is all comedy anyway, right? Doo-doo-ts. Don't take advice from me. And shout out to CRS. If you take advice from me, you're stealing. Anyway, wrapping it on up here. I want to let you all also know that there is a great company, all the companies that support us, AR Takedown Tool, shout out to them, Gideon Optics, Goombeam. Where even is Goombeam, SA? Sharing is caring, absolutely. It is Taco Tuesday. Why stop at tits? That's a very good point. But aside from like Goombeam, Goombeam, Air Takedown Tool, Gideon Optics, like all those awesome companies out there that support us, there's one that has some exciting news coming out. For an example, did you know that there's an excellent company that makes beautiful OTF cutlery? And this company that makes this cutlery, did you know that they have a very, very exciting sale going on? Now, this sale that they have going on is an early Black Friday exclusive, and that is going to be starting. Look at this. This is the blue glowy one right here. All right. It's blue aluminum. Okay. And it's got that bayonet blade, and the back is actually sharpened too. How fire is that? And that action is like, like, that thing is, it's out there. It's super, super duper light. And yeah. So, anyway, Tack Knives is having a super freaking blowout sale, and they are going to be starting October the 24th. They're going to be doing an early Black Friday sale, and you can stack. So, you'll get free knives for like for one knife. You know what? Let me do him justice because my man Shane, the owner of Tack Knives, always takes care of me. So let me do him justice, and I will actually read the deal. Oh, and please do me a favor and like it and comments and stuff like that because, bro, they are hitting me hard. Okay, so let's see where they at though. Where they at though? Okay, so the early Black Friday sale will start on 10/24. Okay, so you can get a fat boy. All right, code DARK gets you 20% off. So it starts on 10/24 and then it goes until 10/31. Dang. Okay. And then the sale includes buy any type of knife at all, and get a mini OTF knife. Dope. I have one of those right over there. That's at my little workstation. And I mean, also, like, that doesn't include like the big boys like this one, but they do have like micro scaled down versions of this. Remember, code DARK gives you 20% off. Man, look how gorgeous that thing is. 154 cm steel. Okay, buy any type of knife and get a mini OTF knife free. Buy one, get one. Buy two, get two. Then, beyond that, for every $100 the customer spends, they get a free mystery knife. So if they spend $200, they get 2 mystery knives. Bro, that's hold up. One knife, they get a knife free, any mini OTF. 2 knives, 2 free of any knives. It doesn't matter. Two knives, you get 2 knives free. Orders of $100 get a free mystery knife. $200, 2 free mystery knives. $300, 3 free mystery knives. Bro, you could like get some comeuppance off that. So shout out to Tech Knives, man. These guys are awesome. You can also use code DARK to save 20% off your order with that sale that starts on the 24th. But also, there's a lot of stuff marked down on on there anyway. So show some love to Tack Knives because these guys are putting a lot of hard work into you know sending stuff for us to sacrifice for the channel. Now I'm actually gonna start like taking a couple of these and just start putting them to work and doing videos like just cutting up like mad shit, just kind of beating the shit out of it to see how much it can take. I've done a couple little sessions in the garage of stabbing 3 inches of thick cardboard and stuff like that just to see if it'll go through. And I have totally shredded the freaking cardboard with this bad boy. So this is one I was actually carrying for a bit. I don't carry it with the Kydex. I think it's weird, but this I've really beat the shit out of, and it still freaking works. Now this one I got from Tack Knives for $39, and then I used code Dark on top of that, and I did purchase this one, and I saved another 20%. And this thing has worked. And you guys have seen me stab the shit out of stuff with this one too, including on stream. I just started stabbing the dog shit out of a box randomly. Really, really thick box with tape. Cardboard and tape is literally the worst enemy of knives. So yeah, put them to work and see if they work. Now look, I feel you. I got the $500 Microtech, but I'll be real with you, bro. I'm not carrying this thing on the regular. If anything, I'm carrying. This is actually what I'm carrying right now. Okay, check my hands. Go into my pocket. Swoop. This is what I'm carrying right now. $100 cold steel folder, and this thing is several years old, and this I'm more likely to rock $100 cold steel than I am a $500 Microtech, or almost $500 Microtech. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and just show some love to Tack Knives. Show some love to Goonbeam. You can use code DARK at Goonbeam too. Show some love to Gideon Optics. All this stuff is in the description, the links and all that. And some of you guys out there are using my links for PSA and for Brownells and Bear Creek Arsenal and all that stuff. And if you hit me up, I can send you a link and a code for Brownells. But you got to hit me up on like Instagram or Rumble. I can give the shit away. But I cannot give it away on YouTube because they will can my ass. The box nut. Yes. Okay. So I actually gave some of these away, and I have another giveaway coming up. Where did it go? Where'd it go? I just had the shit. Yeah, there we go. The box cutter OTF knife. This is the one that I use the most. This thing is fire. So go to Tack Knives, okay, and use code DARK and show some love. Or if you want to, wait until their Black Friday sale, it starts on the 24th. So you can do that. You get some free blades. So show them some love. Their folding blades are like dirt cheap, and also Great Gunner. I just see my name. That's it. I don't see anything about live on your Rumble because I'm still here. So I have to leave here to then go live on my Rumble. So I'm going to go ahead and leave here. I just wanted to give that little shout out to take care of the companies that take care of us, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm going to end this, and then in about 5 minutes or so, I'll be live on iDaily a ProTech. ProTech? ProTech? Is that like Cobra Tech or Cobra Kai? Um, I'm not sure. Damn, 25 followers. Ayo, yo, look at y'all actually engaging in the Rumble. I love this. Let me know what y'all want to talk about over there too. Yes, okay. So DLD After Dark, and I think Dark is the channel. I just got confused with all this stuff, man, because it was like name and then it was like title. I was like, well, which one is the name and which one is the title? Because I want it to be DLD After Dark and I want my name to be Dark, but I don't want, so maybe I inverted them. Anyway, I'll get it all cleaned up. Just follow both of those, DLD After Dark and Dark, okay? Follow the link that Kurt is dropping, okay? That's the link we're gonna go to. So, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Give me like 5 or so minutes because I have to do a custom stream link to get it started. So it may take a few minutes. So, yeah, keep an eye out. I'll be up there shortly. It's the one that is a channel with the Kim light, but it's got the ATF roofer in the background. I don't You don't need the app. You can use it from the like from a browser, but either one works. So I'll see y'all over there soon. Look, I love y'all, and strap up, man. Shit's going down, and if y'all know what's going down, then look what they're doing to the ammo. Okay, we can't have toys if we don't have batteries. Okay, and we can have all the toys in the world, but if we don't have batteries, we ain't gonna be playing with our toys. So this is, I believe, since we have, and we can even start talking about this. If they can't take the pews, they're gonna take the ammo. Okay, because they can't take the toys, they're gonna take the batteries, and all of a sudden, Lake City kills all their commercial uh contracts and agreements, right? And they say, "Oh, because of Ukraine and Israel and all this, we can't manufacture ammunition for the commercial contracts." And then in 12 hours from that point, there's a Hornady factory that explodes and a woman dies and all. Look, and that's happened before. It's happened a lot. That even happens with like 3M, DuPont, but whatever. It happens. Okay, but it's really, really strange for that to happen. And then some foreigner pays like $1.4 billion cash for the Czechoslovak group or whatever, that now a foreigner owns like all of our domestic ammunition manufacturing. Like, what? How is this even a thing? I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about it over there. Please, please prepare water, food, shelter, security. Remember, you need to breathe too. Gas masks. Do not forget gas masks. Remember, you need ammunition. You need way more ammunition. However ammo you think you need more, because imagine that if this was the last order that you could place. I placed an order this week and I got thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds per caliber, okay? But I was thinking in my head, okay, I need to make sure I'm safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and place an order. And I am never the guy that's pumping y'all to buy ammo. I usually tell y'all, chill, don't buy ammo, watch the price go down, right? Ammo has been decently priced for like 2 years now. Okay. Just like I was telling y'all, stock up on ammo. Now's the time. Stock up on polymer 80s. Now's the time. Now you can't get polymer 80s. Everyone's going crazy. Now you can't get ammo. Everyone's going crazy. This week, I purchased 3 shipments of ammo, okay? 1 shipment of fuck, I'm not gonna tell y'all how much I got, but 3 separate shipments, because when shit started to pop off, I was like, "Okay, I need 5.56, 9 mil, 9 mil JHP, 12 gauge and all that." Boom, place that order, okay? That came in, had a second order from Ammo Squared, and I was like, "Boom, boom, 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 ship all of them, the maximum for all calibers." Boom, place that. And then today, I went on PSA, and I was like, "Okay, PSA still has 9 mil, AAC 9 mil, AAC 5.56." It said I could only buy 1 box, 1 singular box of 5.56, and it was going out of stock as I was adding shit on there. I had to buy 75 grain boat tail hollow point 5.56, which actually is some pretty good stuff, but stuff is getting crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna end this now. Meet me over at Rumble. I will see you guys at Rumble. DLD After Dark. I love y'all. And get night vision. All right. Because we may have to do some goon shit in the middle of the night. All right. Yeah. Man, we're headed to a dangerous place, y'all. Yeah. Strap up. I love y'all.